Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Hello, welcome to Pillow and Chat. This time I will take you. This time I will take you to look at how traffic is in Jakarta. Now I'm in South Tangerang, Jakarta Greater area. And I'm going to Jakarta. At this time, this is about 17 and a half. It's about 5:30 p.m. Now the sun is already gone, and it's a bit, not a bit, and it's cloudy here. So I'm going the contra flow of the traffic. So usually in the morning people going in it usually in the morning people going to Jakarta to get to work, and then on time like this they go home to the greater area of Jakarta. So what I'm doing now is the opposite. I'm going to Jakarta when the biggest flow of the traffic going outwards Jakarta. So I'm going inward while they most so I'm going to Jakarta, while the main traffic is going outside of Jakarta. So I'm going inward and they going outward. But as you can see, the traffic is not much different. It's the same all the way around, traffic and traffic. That's why in the previous video I say scooter is very practical in Indonesia, because of traffic is everywhere, unless you're in a small village or just someplace remotely, not too much people, not too many people. So yeah, let's try to cut the traffic here. And this is what we have gone through every single day when we are go to work or go to home. I will try to put as much as footage in this video and try not to edit. So yeah, you will see that how am I trying so hard to speak English, because I've never really practiced my speaking English. While my listening and our writing skill is okay, not good but understandable, but my speaking skill is not that good because I don't have a lot of practice using English. So I will take you commuting, not really commuting, but into Jakarta when the flow is mainly going outside of Jakarta. And by the way, this is Friday. What is it? 11th or 12th of June. And and the situation about coronavirus is it's still alarming, but we must back to our activities or else we cannot eat. That's what most people say. And also the Jakarta was having physical distancing rules, and now it's a bit transition time to the softer rules. I don't know, the rules is still unclear for me. Even with physical distancing rules, last week ago when it's ended, it doesn't make much difference in traffic, because after 1 month of physical distancing, people really starting to go out again, to have an activity again, because there's too much people in Jakarta and in the greater area that you have to survive on this pandemic situation. I think I'm gonna fill up in this next station here. Oh yeah, in this station you just go to the, what is this thing called, just go to the panel and ask for fill up, and you pay here, not somewhere. Forgot my dompet. See, this is my belonging, some toolkit, gloves and raincoat. Isi penuh mas, pertama. Oke. Tuh mas. Mas. Yuk, kasih. So, it was 18,000 rupiah. That's about $1 and 30 cents, I think. $1 is 14,000, so around that $1.3. See, the traffic is everywhere. Even though this is the contraflow that should have lesser traffic, but yeah. And also because there is turn around here, people parking, and also there's a market next under the flyover, so the road is getting, what I say, the road is getting smaller, not smaller, but there's too many people parking and shopping that they eat the road. We call it to like this. So yeah, parking in the road, and also objects, and also other seller, street vendor for food and etc. So what does this compare to before Corona is, I think it's how much? I think it's 7 compared to the traffic is 6 or 7 compared to 10 when there is no Corona pandemic. So yeah, you can see this is the incoming flow to Jakarta. It's less people because they are going home from Jakarta to their home outside the Jakarta. So yeah, and actually this is far more emptier than usual. So that part was 4% out of ordinary time. So in this video you will hear me talking in English very basically, and very, what is that called, very messy. I don't know. My speaking English is messy. No, my language is messy. I have not good in language, in expressing things, especially the formal language. Even in Bahasa Indonesia, when I go to the junior high school, I usually get my score. I usually what is it? How to say it? I usually don't pass the grade for Bahasa Indonesia in junior high school. So I have to take some remedials for the test. So yeah, and I remember the teacher, it's Mr. Saipul, or we call it Pak Ipul. Pak Ipul is very funny guy. He likes to jokes a lot, but in his way, in his very weird way, like not talking and staring. Like when he show up to the class, he likes to observe the children there, what they're doing. So he open the door silently, and then standing next to the door and watching the kids do some awkward preparation things because he's already coming to the class, but the kids are not ready. So yeah, it's one of the jokes that he pull. He observe the kids and make us feel awkward. I don't know what this teacher is doing. Intimidating us by his murky looks, and also he has some throat signatures. I don't know, when his throat is not good, he used this, like blowing your, exhaling your nose, using your pipe inside you, so it's like just little explosive sound you hear, like that. He's one of my favorite teacher in junior high schools. You see, that's what I mean by traffic. This is the contra traffic, and that's traffic, because out of 10 million people of Jakarta, it's actually more than 10 million. It's actually more than that, because there are people that commuting because there are people commuting to Jakarta every single day to work, and also people staying in Jakarta to work, even though they are not coming from Jakarta. So yeah, they do not register as people of Jakarta, but what is this called? They still registered as people of their residence, people of their place in their village or in their home, but they domicile in Jakarta to work there. Oh, this is police post to work there. So yeah, I have to catch up. The traffic behind me is there's some Aerox there, or you call it NVX in Malaysia. I don't know why they call it that, NVX. We have that name NVX, not formal name for fiction advance, new fiction advance, so they call it NVX here. Not formally though, it's still a fiction. The sun is going down. I don't know how the footage looks. Maybe a bit, not a bit, I think it's much noisy, because this is not the best camera for vlogging. It's even the cheaper of the bunch. It's not GoPro. I'm not using GoPro. I'm using this little action cam Xiaomi Yi that I bought in 2015 or 16, early, I think 2015. So yeah, see, this scooter has although it's not Honda Beat, it's the Honda Vario, the first generation, still using carburetor, not the fuel injection one. It still has it still has top end pickup, better than Honda Beat, but because it's top end better, its low end is just enough. Although in Jakarta, like I say, CCs, motorcycle CCs doesn't matter here because of the traffic. If you only just go and stop, So what can you do about traffic? You just go and stop, and usually stop when there's congestion everywhere. Congestion, I don't know, where there are congestions everywhere in the road. So yeah, I think below 150 cc's are very much enough for Indonesian road. And also the taxes here for importing motorcycle is very high. Usually the bigger cc's one, the normal cc category here in Jakarta is under 250 cc, and the medium category is between 250 and 500 cc, and the biggest category is above 500 cc. So if your motorcycle is imported, it's already have high taxes here. And if your imported motorcycle is above 250 cc or above 500 cc, it's even more expensive than you used to pay in the other country. So yeah, the price in theory about, I don't know, last time I use calculation, it's about 2 times more expensive than the normal price of the imported bike. And that's just an estimate. The actual is usually higher or lower than that, so yeah, I have not calculated that in a while. Oh, I'm sorry, I forgot to tell you that this is already in Jakarta since maybe 15 minutes ago. We already coming to Jakarta area, not in the greater area Jakarta, in South Tangerang. So see the traffic, the main traffic is going there, and that's us doing that most of the days, hanging on the road, not hanging on the road, but yeah, sticking our butts to the cushion of our vehicles. Traffic is good. I think since mid 2000 that people started to like scooter more and more, and even now I think the scooter population and sales number maybe around 90% of sales in Indonesia. And that's why there's CBR 250RR with double R, and most of the bike here is under 250 cc because that's the tax limit of normal motorbike tax. Above that, it's classified as the more expensive CC's one, especially above the 15, above the 50, about the 500, sorry, about the 500, above the 500 cc. Hello there, traffic. What's that? That's a new. We are not coming to you, traffic. That's illegal, you know, using that blue things on your car. The first thing, it's very illegal here, but you know, people here don't scare rules at all. They only scare the rules if there is police doing some checks. So if there is no police, you know, rules is just rules, that nobody using it. What did I want to say? Oh yeah, that blue thingy, blue light thingy, the blinking blue thingy, that's very illegal here, because only police and soldier and some government vehicle that able to put that on their car. So the regular citizen is very illegal using that. And also what I hate about that is, you see the light coming from that blue LEDs is very, very bright, that it's blinding you. If you look just for 3 or 5 seconds, it's already making its marks in your eye, and it's very, very unpleasant to see. I don't know what those people thinking. They wanna tell the person in front of them to go faster or to move forward, but also they know it's traffic. So how can you move forward when there is still vehicle in front of you? You can go, so don't do that. Don't use the blue lights thingy in street, especially to harass the driver in front of you. So my channel is a bit weird, because I usually do some motovlog, and it's not, oh, they are confused which roads to take. What did I want to say? Oh, my channel is very weird because I'm trying to transition my channel into English language slowly, and also the content of my channel is a bit messy. Most of my popular videos are coming from the video of compilation of motorcycle sound that I get from other people's YouTube videos, so I compile it. in a simple way, just a simple way. But my main motovlog things is very little, astaga, has very little audience. So if you're listening to this, no, I'm sorry, I did not see that. So I see that, but I mean, yeah, you know, it's yellow. What did I say? I forgot. That caught me off guard of what I want to say. Oh yeah, about my channel. The viewers of my motovlog is about 2.5. No, just below that. It's not even about the motovlog. Its highest number of views is when I review Yamaha motorcycle called Frigo here. It's about 2.5k views, and it's my most viewed videos from my what is called from what I made, not what I compile. So yeah, if you are one of the viewers in this motovlog, then congrats, you have found the traffic of Indonesia. No, congrats, you are one of the rarest viewers in my channel, and I thank you to that. And we have to go to the right in this red light. So it's a bit complicated because yeah, the diverging traffic. So we took the right lane because we want to move to right, and it's red light. It's okay, it's red light if you're not seeing. See, the rules are just the rules. Almost lawless street in Indonesia. The only time they follow the rule is when there is cops nearby. See, it's still red light. Those people are already screaming their motorcycles. No, not yet, dude. Not yet. Yes, now. Wait, is it not? Oh yeah, sorry. Oh my god, I see the wrong lights, because to go right you have to see that right part. And I'm part of a normal driver in Jakarta. I forget since when the was last time I used motorcycle that the right lights for going right is over there, not there. It's only for going straight. See, so yeah, my mistake. And I think it's now, yeah, it's now. See, red lights. See, even I'm stopping when I'm doing mistake. I forget to go right, that there's no lights in front of you but beside you. So yeah, you have to look that way to go for the green light. How long since I've been to here, really going to Jakarta. I think, yeah, my destination is near. Maybe 5 more minutes till arriving, so I will. Whoa, there are a lot of new buildings here. When the last time I come here, it's getting darker and darker. What my friend's place is near the campus of this Rawabelong or Palmera Street, or maybe Syahdan. If you know Syahdan campus, please like this video. The university there is Binus University, and it has 3 nearby campus in this area. One is the Kijang campus, and 2 is the Syahdan campus, and the 3rd is the Anggrek campus. But we are not going there. We are going just what's called for the student place for the student. What is this called? Room, rented room, yeah, rented room, rented place lah. In this area. Wow, it's much emptier than usual because there's no student active right now, because of the education is still doing online classes, so there's still traffic, but much less than what it usually is at this time of the day. It's usually jammed here. Sorry, I've just eaten. We're going right, and we're almost there. Are we there yet? Okay, this should be green in 3, 2, 1. Yes. Here we go. I bring you to the not village but small, it's very crowded area in Jakarta, in near the campus. It's very crowded. You can see it's very small road that's barely enough to have a car running on its path. If there is 2 cars meet, one from there and one from behind me, yeah, one of them have to stop and go to this area, the sewer area, to make room for the other car to pass, because it's very small road. Not very, that's a very small road. This is just, we call it jalan kampung or village road, because this place is usually not being built by design, but people started living here one by one, and then there's the road later. Not road first, but the building place to live first, and then the road comes later. So I will end this video because I'm almost there. You cannot see where I'm going. It's very near here. There is a lot of rented rooms for workers, for students, everywhere. And you can see the best thing about this place is the cables. If you see the cables up here, it's very good. See? Oh, what? It's been blocked? Oh no. It's being blocked. So yeah, I wanted to go there, but it's being blocked. So I guess I have to show you a bit about the Syahdan campus of BINUS. Here, the Syahdan campus for BINUS University. So that's it, guys. Thank you for viewing this video. Thank you for the folks subscribing to this channel and enjoying the traffic of Jakarta in less traffic days because of the pandemic situation. that more or less disrupt our usual commuting. So thank you for today. Bye bye. See you guys in the next video. I think it's next week. I will try to make one video again. Bye bye. Sampai nanti. Dadah. Oops. Hello, welcome to OP Loncat, and this is the night after I go to my friend's place. We'll see. And I think I'm not gonna talk much. I'm so tired. It's si merah. I thought it was a green, but it's not a green. Just them breaking the rules. It's a lawless street. Oh, new Vespa Sprint rear light. It's the same R15. Wow, it's empty. Whoa, long time no see.